Hyperhumor Friday nerds. Thought I'd jump back on the tube real quick and drink a beer that I told Lou I was gonna drink a couple weeks ago, but I knew I needed to document this one. This one may as well have leaped out of the brain of Dan DeSlets. I'm not sure it didn't. This might be the weirdest beer combo I've had in a while. I normally can wrap my head flavor-wise around things. This one, not so much. What we have here is your basic everyday coffee, vanilla, grape juice sour. So I believe this is a Berliner Weiss with coffee, vanilla, and grape juice. It's like breakfast if you're having some toast and jelly and some, like a vanilla latte maybe. So, I don't know, let's give this thing a little run. Do a little... Okay. So, it's not purple. I'm a little disappointed by that. For some reason in my head I thought it was going to be purple. It's not what I would call... Ooh, there's some sediment in the bottom of there. Not what I would call overly carbed, but that's fine. It's got a little... There's a little spritziness in it. So, interesting beer from my boy Lou. It smells sorry, I got distracted by John Lee Hooker there for a minute. Man, this okay, so you get the coffee for sure. Not super strong. You get the grapes, and then that vanilla is just kind of that underlying thing that happens. The aroma is really nice, actually. It doesn't speak like to a specific thing, but all those things are in there. So that's cool, Lou. I mean, you know, you do what you do. Weird. It gives it like almost like a roasted Berliner character. So you get the tartness from the Berliner for sure. It's not like bracingly sour, but it's definitely fully tart. That's words. And you get the coffee flavor. It's not a super roasty coffee. It's almost like a blonde roast, like a breakfast blend. And then you get grapes, like green grapes. I imagine this is not green grape juice, but this is the weirdest beer I've... Lou, this is seriously like the... You must have talked to Dan. We spend a little bit of time with Dan in Rhode Island. I don't know if there was enough time to concoct something like this. So it's super interesting. I think I'd like it a little bit sweeter. Like if you lactose this thing and gave it like a milkshake treatment, that might be something that would be cool. It's definitely a fucking interesting beer, though. I'm gonna need to percolate on that for a while. I'm not gonna chug it down. I might have to go pour myself a different beer to go with this real quick. Just hold on 1 minute. Okay, so this is interesting. I need time with it. That's gonna be a sipper. This is something completely different. This is a triple oat hazy pale ale, raw pale ale with 3 kinds of oats and about a metric fuck ton of hops. the NHC cryo stash really came in handy on this. I don't know off the top of my head, but I would guess there's 16 to 18 ounces of hops in here, and about 8 of those are cryo hops, so she's a big one. This is hopped with a little of everything: Citra, Mosaic, Cryo Mosaic, Azaka, Cryo Azaka. If I say Azaka one more time, Lou's going to come out of a mirror. Anyway, so this is was supposed to be my SJ pour beer. Makes it legit. Gonna be my SJ pour beer. It just needed another week on the dry hops. I had it carved and ready to buy. I could have bottled it for SJ pour, but it wasn't there. It just needed, the keg hops needed time to do their thing and unleash the cryo onto the world. I think it's just now kind of coming into its own. A little bit bitter. I'm hoping the bitterness kind of drops out. I think that might be from just so much cryo. Damn it. All right, wife's calling. Okay, so I ignored her. Don't fucking tell her. So that's what we got here. It's drinking pretty good. It's only it's like 6.5%, so it's a little less than a Mike Dean session beer. But it's solidly okay. I'm glad I didn't send it to the challenge, just because it's not ready. It needs, this beer with these dry hops, it probably needs a month before it really starts to mellow and meld and do its thing. We'll see if it lasts that long, but it's going to be good. It's pretty good right now. It's got the hazy orange cool thing, so. But I'm pretty excited about SJ Pour. I got thrown out into the West Coast bracket. I don't know if I'm supposed to talk about that or not, but there it is, laid it out. So I should have a box of beers coming back from Hoover, who is the grand poobah of all things SJ Pour this year, I think, at least on the West Coast. So that was cool. I got to send him some beers, and yeah, Hoover, thanks for being awesome, man. And brewing wise, I have nothing brewing right now. I'm going to throw down a starter right after this video with my old friend 3470 to do a little bit of a Festytoberfest kind of deal, like a lighter Oktoberfest, more of a crush it in a liter or a boot than like a tulip. So gonna make a starter of this, gonna throw that down probably tomorrow morning. I hope tomorrow morning. We have kind of a family Oktoberfest at one of Kristen's cousins. I think they're cousins. On like the 28th, so I'm gonna make it a little bit, not low gravity, but 5-ish. It'll end up being 6% probably. Try and turn it around, quick lager method it, crash it down, gelatin it, keg it, and take a keg of Festytoberfest over to the Oktoberfest. I know last year when we did the Oktoberfest, his Oktoberfest wasn't quite ready, so we had Oktoberfest drinking IPAs and wheat beers, and nothing wrong with that, but so what else do I know? I think that's it. Really looking forward to the SJ Port Challenge. I will see Cooper and Nate and Hoover. I'll see you boys in the second round. I have a vague idea of who I'm up against, and there's some pretty good brewers out there, but I'm pretty happy with the beer I sent out there. So as long as it doesn't get snatched up by some San Diego Dolphin or something, we should be good to go. Anyway, Mr. Ryan Lewis, if you don't know him, find him, because on top of being the commissioner of Hayes Nation, Oswald. He makes coffee, vanilla, grape juice beers. It's so weird because it doesn't, when you bring it up, you get that coffee and vanilla, so your brain goes into like, okay, I know what this is going to taste like. And then, nope, it tastes completely different. That is a weird beer. Lou, weirdly good beer, though. Yeah, you kind of, you're really knocking her out of the park on the weird beer scene. That pineapple mojito sour was crazy, too, so. Yeah, that's interesting. I can't really wrap my head around it, even after drinking it. But I think that's it. I gotta go make a starter with my fake fast pitch stuff back there. Actually, I think I have a proper starter from, are those from Omega? Maybe I'll just use that. Cheers, nerds.